Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, and we are back live here on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect, on this Thursday evening. And this was warm evening because, my gosh, the weather here in the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area is, what's the good word for it? Absolutely, well, bonkers. It was 17. It was like yesterday was 70 degrees. I was sitting there wearing not even a jacket. I was just sitting there wearing like shorts and stuff. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Well, you can't even wear like jackets or anything else. It was like nice and cool. You know, it's winter. It's supposed to be winter and it's all crazy. What's going on? But now we're getting back to normal, but who knows what is going on in this world, in the world right now? We don't know what's going on in the world of weather, but we don't even know what's going on in the world of pro wrestling. But where we are in the world of the DC movie universe. And I'm looking at the weather channel right now, the weather.com. They're saying it's new wintry systems bringing in more snow and rain and all that stuff. Just all wackadoo weather. Well, it looks like it's just going to be a lack of snow, but hey, you know. But anyway, let's get into the stuff here. Let's get into the craziness. Let's get into it because there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff here tonight. A lot of good stuff here tonight, live on the Dukect Lounge. Remember, if you want to call in, you want to be a part of the craziness and madness, on the live show, remember the number is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. And the call ID connecting me, Dukect, is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. Also, if you can't use the phone or can't do this, that, and the other, remember, you can always have the shoe phone to connect to me. Live, you can do that right there. Bam, connect. Bada bing, bada boom. You're connected. You can talk to me like that. But if you can't do that, the chat room's always there, locked down. What you can do the chat and everything else. One of these days, I'm just gonna get me a Discord and just do all the stuff there because I would love to do it. Heck, I would love to do stuff on Discord and have everyone join me and do all that stuff, and everything else like that. But it is in the process of happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to get a Discord up. I have it up, but it's not completed yet. But when it is, I'm going to talk to some people, just getting all the good stuff about the Discords and everything else. I will make sure a Discord, just where I can separate chat to do all this type of stuff, to have people talk to me directly, and, talk to me, and, heck, while I'm doing live streams, communicate with people. Have that type of good stuff. But that's in the future. Right now, we're here talking some wrestling. The best thing about good water, the best type to me, the best water is when it's just not frozen all the way. It's type of slushy type of stuff. Kind of like a Slurpee. When you get to that type of milk, that's really what the best type is to drink it. Because it's that type of stuff is real good. Nice, chill. Have a Slurpee type feel. Crushed ice. Really good. That is to me, the best way to drink water. But hey, warm water is cool too. But yeah. That's good water. Water. The Dukect Lounge is brought to you by water. Water. The building blocks of life. Yeah. Always drink your water, kids. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it. There was a big gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. And it had all the people in the Elimination Chamber match, which is happening this weekend. I will not be previewing that because I'm going to be previewing it with some friends of mine this week on the Rowdy Wrestling Roundup. I'll be talking to that stuff, I think, on Friday or Saturday. Who knows? We get all that stuff together. We're going to be doing that type. It's going to be fun, exciting. and all the good stuff in between. So we're going to make sure for you guys, I'm saving that for y'all. So, yeah. But yeah, Seth Rollins fought over 60 plus minutes in this gauntlet match for elimination, just to prop up the Elimination Chamber. Me personally, I didn't much care for it. I didn't care for it because, again, there was nothing real at stake there. Only pride and insistence that, that sort of thing. And in the end, Rollins didn't win. He had some pretty decent match with Roman Reigns and John Cena, who, honestly, can we just say that he should just retire the AA? Or just, WWE needs to fix his finishers, because I'm sorry, but that whole Cena-Rollins match was complete and total BS. It was. It just it was basically a video game match that, he's just, they kept hitting the finishers over and over again. And yeah, he stole, at one point, Rollins hit Cena's own finisher on him, and I'm like, jeez Louise, it was like this video game, nothing mattered in that match. He had, the whole superplex, the fucking arrow spot, this, that. I'm like, I remember when finishers meant something. And WWE has that too. You have, Jinder Mahal and the Colossus. And that got, and he built that up as no one kicked out of that. That right there is somewhat interesting. I like that. I wish there was something more to something like that. I wish the WWE actually protected the finishers. Especially someone like John Cena, who was actually a statesman and such. He's this dude, he is the big match John or whatever. Have Cena, they don't, Cena or Rollins or anyone when he's facing each other, have them, if he hits the move, that should be, I honestly believe, once a person hits their finisher, that should be, unless, huge circumstances, something comes out, distraction or anything else, that should be the automatic pinfall. Unless you want to do something really dramatic and stuff. You build it up, you build. Then someone kicks out of a big, that big was actually for a dramatic thing. Only one time. That should be, high drama. But once they do it multiple times, it just makes everything just look, it makes the finisher look weak. It makes, if you need multiple AAs to take someone down, that means Cena is weaker. If that's the better storyline they're doing, okay. But I don't trust WWE to have that type of long type of storytelling. I don't trust WWE to have that. But whatever. But in my personal opinion, if you have a finisher, if you have a finisher, you should. And I'll say this again, louder for the people in the back. If you got a finisher, that thing finishes matches. Bam, done. That's it. And if you want to, say, oh my gosh, we want the match longer, have them hit something else, or have them struggle to get out of that said finisher. If they have a top row finisher, have the person move out of the way. If they have a ground finisher, have them struggle, have them do a counter, do something. That's just my big bugaboo nowadays, because it just seems like there's no substance to it. There's no substance. There's no real type of substance. There's nothing there. I want some substance there. I want that type of stuff in WWE. If you get hit with a finisher, that should be it. Maybe I'm being too dogmatic there, and maybe you can, if you have something to say about it, comment me, email me, do all that type of stuff. And the third, tell me if I'm wrong or not. I want to hear it. But I just think if you have a finisher or any type of huge moves that should take people out, that should be to take people out. And, hey, that's my personal opinion. I could be wrong. But, let's get back to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins did this, again, I think, personally, I thought the match was long, overbearing, and I just couldn't stand it. I thought it was oh, God, when is this thing going to end? It was this long, boring slog, that I just didn't. It had no weight, no meaning, no anything, nothing manageable. There was nothing at the. If it was set up to say, hey, the winner, if you are a pinfall, if you're the first person who gets pinned in this match, you are going to be the first man in the chamber. The winner of the gauntlet match is going to be the last guy in the gauntlet match. If that was the case, I would have been all for it. It would have been something interesting. It would have built up for something. It would have felt like there's a goal. It would have been a reason why Seth Rollins wanted to go to the instance. Because, hey, he wants to be in that big chamber shot. And also, he wants to be Monday Night Raw. He wants to be the main focus on Monday Night Raw. That's actually something you could put behind. I think if you can actually do this in a right way, you could actually have something interesting, good for character development. You still have some of that here, but I think it would have mattered much more. It would have had much more of a staying power. It would have much more weight to it if there was actually a goal other than just pride in such him winning the match. Because if he would have lent the distance and won the match, hey, congratulations, you overworked and overtired. Now you won the match for what purpose? I mean, you're tired. You probably got yourself injured. That means you have less chance of winning the match and less chance of you going on the main event at WrestleMania or be one of the main events of WrestleMania. Because honestly, if you look at it that way, Seth Rollins is an idiot. He should have just took a pinfall and actually said, okay, there's just nothing on the line for me. I should have just took the pinfall, come back strong in the Elimination Chamber. In fact, that should have happened in Elimination Chamber. I mean, think about it. If he would have went the distance, say Seth Rollins took out both Reigns by himself and Cena by himself, that would have been like, holy crap, that would have been amazing. That would have been a great moment. That would have been something shocking. Shouldn't have been something like, wow, Seth Rollins is that dude. And heck, you could play storylines of Seth versus John Cena. Or Seth versus Roman Reigns, if you want to do that type of stuff. Roman Reigns thinks it's his job. Seth Rollins wants to be the guy on Monday Night Raw. Build that up for WrestleMania. Bam, there's a match for you. Right there, there's actually a match with something gravitas there. And you can lean into Roman Reigns finally maybe doing a little heel turn there. Maybe something for Seth as well. Boom, something there. There you go. You got something there. Something for your big stars on Raw to do. It connects to everything like that. And... it will build up something for WrestleMania. There you go. I actually made you a match at WrestleMania. Rollins versus Reigns, win WrestleMania for this pride thing. He wants to be King of Monday Night. Roman Reigns says this ring is his yard. This thing has to get rubber meets the road. That type of thing. You build up to that match. Maybe Roman Reigns turns heel at WrestleMania. Because of that, he might lose and snap at Rollins, or he wins via underhandedly, that sort of thing. And, that sort of stuff. It actually will build some character there. I mean, that should be really good. That's actually something there, and so on. Instead, what we have is just, I don't know. It just seems like this whole moment, that whole big moment, Rollins, and don't get me wrong, there are some good parts in this here for Seth Rollins. There are some good parts here. I think Seth Rollins going the distance does show he wants to be that main guy. He wants to be the person that the WWE can trust and depend on. There's a story there and such. He wants to be that person, that type of guy. He wants to be the guy. And him being the Kingslayer last year at WrestleMania and such like that, really, you could build that up as well if you can so choose. But the way WWE had it, they really squandered the moment here. Unless they're going to do a repeat showing, it's sad. I don't think it is. We'll build up to that because, hey, I know there was some other stuff that's going to happen at WrestleMania. It was going to be him and Dean, that flunked. It was going to be him and Jason Jordan, that now sunk as well. So I say personally, if they were going to do something like that, they saved this gauntlet match for anything. They save it. They did not have a gauntlet. They should have just had like him and Ron team up some. I think they should just not even done the gauntlet match entirely. I think they should have just had maybe a tag match or something like that. A match just to that sort of thing to really do something like that to shake things up. Have Rollins do a great moment on Raw or something like that, and elimination tag. Ooh, how about that? An elimination tag match where you have, say, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, John Cena take on, say, Elias, and like the Mistrage or something like that. And it looks like he all eliminated him. It looks like Seth Rollins is gonna have it's like the last three or something. It's like The Miz, Elias, and somebody like Miz, Elias, and one of Mistrage. And then you have Rollins takes down all of them by himself, beats every single one of them down, and and that right there would show some really good stuff there. I think it would have actually showed the same. You would have gotten the same type of thing, saying, yeah, Rollins have this never say die attitude, and it wouldn't have taken so long. This long, pointless match. It would have been less. It would have been a lot shorter. It would have featured Rollins in much more of a light. You could have had promos before it. It would have been more of a substantial thing for Rollins. To have this yes, I want to be Monday Night Rollins. That's what his new T-shirt. Monday Night Rollins. He wants to be a fixture on Monday Night Raw. And boom, there you go. You build up that type of stuff. You make Rollins seem to be important. Hell, you know what? Call me nuts, but I'd say if you want to do something even more interesting, have him face The Miz. The Miz gets offended by this stuff, saying, "How dare you, Rollins? I am the fixture of Monday Night Raw. I am an 8-time Intercontinental Champion. I main evented WrestleMania. I actually earned my shot to main event WrestleMania. I didn't use Money in the Bank to main event WrestleMania. I came in and beat Cena on his own, supposedly like that. Build that up. You have Rollins versus Miz for the Intercontinental title. You have Rollins wins the IC belt, and you can have him build that stuff up there. Have an IC Open Challenge, something like that. Really get that moment of him being a part of the show. He doesn't need to be the main champion. Have him be a part of the show. It's a good baby face. Have people just scream out his name to really get that core element there. That's what I would do. I mean, that's the thing. You can have all these directions. WWE can still go in these directions. Him versus Rollins versus Reigns. Rollins versus heck, you can do Rollins versus Cena and such. Rollins versus The Miz and such. Give him these type of things. Or you want to have him go after Brock Lesnar, then do it. But the thing is here, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm going to try to hopefully convey to you, is that if you want to have him be important to the show, you want to have weight to it. It had weight and substance. The gauntlet match didn't have any of that weight and substance. It had a glimmers of it, like, wow, this Rollins guy, he won't give up. But it's just that, this guy could have been handled a lot better. It could have had some weight and meaning to it. And the match was way too long. I know it got ratings. It got good ratings, but just because something's popular doesn't mean it automatically means it's right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. That's what I believe. Feel free to bitch at me in the comments section below. Anyway, we're going to take a small little break and speak to the people who are popular and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about Joss Whedon and him leaving, is the adaptation of the Batgirl movie. We're going to talk about that as well, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you like the show. And remember, like, favorite, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Remember, hey, if you want to, comment below, let me know about it. So you find me on youtube.com/DukecT, also manexpression.com, also Freaking Awesome Network. And also, I will be putting my stuff on BitChute as well. I will also, yes, the Dukect Lounge is going to be on BitChute. Also, The Last Review Standing will not only be on Daily Motion, but also on BitChute as well, since I'm going to be moving most of my stuff on there as well, since it seemed to be Marine 3 thing is, working for, they actually like my, my Marine 3 is still up there after Daily Motion gave that the boot for some reason. I don't know. I honestly don't know what's going on here. But hey, you know what? I think this is actually, my hope is continually to grow and to continue to have anything like that. Because, hey, it looks like getting pretty popular. It's got like over 40 views. But, hey, that's just 1 week, 6 days. People like BitChute might like my last review of Standing. So, yeah, I will be posting more stuff on BitChute.com and other places. So, yeah. Since Rumble.com is not letting having 15-minute video over 15-minute videos, so well. Anyway, we'll be right back right after this. We're gonna be listening to some music. How about let's see what is some good music? Let's listen to some music, ladies and gentlemen. How about some Donkey Kong Country 2 Seagull Sonata from OCRemix.com. You can listen to all that great stuff there. And the computer honors Morty. 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 Good song for the Donkey Kong. Good remix. I didn't know you liked that stuff, Rick. Yeah, I do. I love the OC remixes. I love them. I love it. Yeah. I'm sorry, that was terrible. But you know what? Who cares? I hate that show. But overall, anyway, hope you like this. Hope you like the music. Hope you love the song. Anyway, this is Dukect. We'll be right back right after this. You are hearing me live on TalkShoe.com. This is the Dukect Lounge. You'll be right back right after this. Back alive here on Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me here on TalkShoe.com and other places, like I said, on FreakinAwesomeNetwork.com and also on ManicExpression.com. Go check the website out. It is amazing. Woo! That's awesome. So anyway, let's get to the other big story here. Yes, Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon, ladies and gentlemen, man, who was behind some interesting shows and all the good stuff of Firefly, Buffy, and did the first Avengers movie. Wow, what a good stuff, you know. Then he did a crappy version of the Avengers: Age of Ultron, and I think he spun around. Then his wife, ex-wife, came in and put a blast on a blog, and But then, Joss Whedon is a male feminist, so that stuff was going to happen sooner or later. Just remind you people, just when I say this, man, any ladies on listen to this? Hello. But just remind yourself, if you're around any type of male feminist or anything like that, watch yourself. Watch yourself, because these guys, the reason why they are so not trying to be all good, the reason why they want to get, they want to get in your pants. Let's be real, and do a whole lot of screwed up stuff. It's not the people you are. It's always like this. It's the people the ones who think you're your best friends and allies, are ones that stabbing you in the back. Just saying. But anyway. Joss Whedon was the one who did some cleanup work for Zack Snyder after this horrific, horrible thing that happened to Zack Snyder. His wife, not his wife, but his family, one of his children, his daughter, committed suicide. It was a horrible thing, and they just had a lot of emotional turmoil, and emotional just turmoil, turmoil. With him, so they said, okay, he has to take a break. He had to finish patching that stuff up, and that probably bled into his work. He thought he could just go so hard in his work, and that sucks, But he couldn't handle it, and then Joss Whedon came in, did some finishing touch-ups of the Justice League, and that type of stuff, and he's been up around, but then a year. Last year, I know he was fixing that up. He was announced that he was attached to do a Batgirl movie a live action movie about Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. That seems cool. But now he released a statement that he is no longer attached to the project. And quote, the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, says right here, and I quote, Whedon admitted, this is from ScreenRant.com. This is an article from ScreenRant.com. He said, Batgirl is such an exciting project, and Warner Brothers and DC, such collaborative and supportive partners, that it took me months to realize I really didn't have a story. Wow. That really? You didn't have a story. That's one main reason why. You couldn't make a story up for Batgirl or talk about the entire thing about how Batgirl, grew into this, Barbara Gordon grew into this character. You couldn't do that. You couldn't talk, say, Bruce Timm, before, that sort of thing. I know, Killing Joke happened, but he is kind of, he does have like one of the most successful versions of Batgirl out there, or the in the Batman animated series, and such. And I know there was a another one, the Batman, which honestly I watched it on Netflix. I first saw it, I thought it was terrible, but it's not that bad. I thought it's decent. It's not the worst thing ever, and they have really good Batgirl. So yeah, it was a really decent Batgirl. But yeah, I mean, they have been interesting, good characters and good stuff about that. I really wish they could have done more with that character, and as the central focus of a character, I think this could have been really good. Yeah. A lot of people say what's the reasons why Batgirl left. I think Streamer said that was he was really an unpopular choice because the whole Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman, which by the way, Patty Jenkins. I think if this was true, I want to see if this is true. Let's see. Was this true or not? Because I want to see it. Let's see. Supposedly, according to this, that Wonder Woman was Patty Jenkins was talked about. This whole Wonder Woman was over 10 years ago, back in like over 10 years of them trying to do this. Like she was talked about this back in 2003. She's like, I want to make Wonder Woman and such. She's like, talked about it and all this type of stuff and that sort of thing. It would have been, yeah. This Wonder Woman was kicked around for so long, but hey, it took a lot of stuff, but a lot of people seem to really enjoy it. It took a long time for her to get to this point, and now she's probably one of the most. The Wonder Woman is one of the most popular comic book superheroes of all time, and I rewatch the movie. I still enjoy it. I still think it's great, but some people are saying, yeah. But yeah, it's this is very interesting. Interesting type of stuff. all this other stuff is, what else reasons? Some say Justice League came out and it really was not a really good look for him, even though I did enjoy it. That sort of thing that soured to people and such. Like saying how the cut happened there. But I honestly think something like Joss Whedon, I don't think he was going to be a good look, because I honestly, personally, I was getting real sick of his whole Avengers quippiness, and I think it's good in some situations to get people to familiarize. It's nice Marvel stuff, but I think DC really needs not to have that type of quippy stuff. I was tired of the snark. It's too much snark based, and I think that Joss Whedon, it can be used effectively to get people to relate to people, and I think that could be a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I think that's when you use it correctly, snark and this stuff to make tension and things like, hey, it's some funny stuff. But I think at this point, that stuff can be overused. There was too much in Wonder Woman, too much talking, trying to be witty and clever, and not enough actions and seeing these characters actually talk like normal human beings. Not only talk like normal human beings, but also, be heroes, to be this type of heroic type of stuff. Too much that type of stuff that really needs to be. I really wish there could have been more of that. And I think that's what Whedon, and mostly, heck, I honestly think that, to me, one of the most big flaws of these movies is that I rarely see heroes do, heroic things. They're doing the big stuff, but I rarely see them do small stuff, small things, being heroic. That sort of thing. They seem like doing combat missions instead of actual saving lives. You know what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen. I know in the big movie stuff, but I just would like to see more of that sort of thing. I want this type of characters to actually do heroes, and you did see some of that in Spider-Man: Homecoming, which I saw from my stance on it. I don't think it was too terrible, but I think it could have been better. Should better if they put Miles Morales into it. But, they did show him do other heroic stuff around, and I like that. I think that's actually pretty good. And I wish they could do something like that in Batgirl or any of these other superhero stuff that's not in the big missions. I think something like that, and I want Superman to be more joyful and doing more of that stuff. I think they should show that in Flashpoint or whatever. See the heroes actually do things heroic. Doing things that they are being heroes and doing these type of things. And Joss Whedon, he's good for the spectacle, but not in a, I don't think he's good enough to actually hey, these are people too, but also they're heroes and they're actually doing these type of things. That sort of stuff. I think that's the problem with that type of these characters and such, and him being this snarky, trying to be this witty stuff. That stuff right there could really hurt that stuff. And heck, it was in the same thing with Black Panther, where you had I like the character. Let me see what her name is. I am terrible with names. I was like, oh, gosh, I felt like, man, because I really did like let's see. Shuri. Yes. I like her. In fact, funny enough, she eventually becomes the new Black Panther, which is really, really, really cool. So hopefully they can do that eventually, which her, I think it'd be nice. But overall, I think she was good, but she did the whole what I know. I'm like, oh God, no! Why did they have to do that? Why did they have to fit this type of that? It just felt like the old man, right? Oh, what are the kids saying? What are those kids saying again? That's what they say. What are those? Oh, perfect. It's still like he was one step away from saying how you do, fellow kids. That was another thing. I just that thing actually pissed me off. You shouldn't be trying to crib jokes from Logan Paul. All right, don't do that type of stuff. You're better than that. You're better than that. Seriously. But But yeah, oh yes, Joss Whedon not being in there. I think it was I think someone like Joss Whedon. It sucks that someone who has talent didn't want to be attached to it, and I think something hopefully one day they can actually find find a find a character, like a director to actually fit with Batgirl. Is there something with Batgirl they can do? I think they can. I believe there is something you could do with Batgirl. I believe you can do something with this type of stuff. I believe that. I truly do. I think this is something you could actually. There are so many things you could do with Batgirl. Creatively, and some directors. Let me see what good director, regardless of man or woman or anything. I want someone who is a competent director that actually can do strong female protagonists. Let's see. Honestly, I wanted to. Let's see. Where was the films and such? Okay. Let's see. Honestly, I would like to see you know what? I think Lawrence could be a pretty good director for Batgirl. I think he did a very good job in I think he did a really good job with the Hunger Games, and now with Red Sparrow, I think that's gonna be a really good movie. Seriously, I think that could be something really good. I think something with Hunger Games. I think he would be a very Frank Lawrence, the dude who did he's doing Red Sparrow and doing this stuff. Heck, he was actually an I Am Legend, Constantine. I think he was pretty decent with that. I like the movie 2005 Constantine movie. I think it was decent. Really, I think it was pretty good. Like I said, the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2. He really understood a female protagonist. I'm putting his hat in the ring. And I think with Red Sparrow, he's going to knock it out of the park. So I would not be surprised if I was Warner Brothers and DC, I would, since they're one studio, whatever, and they're going to do this Batgirl movie, this movie adaptation, whatever, you call Frank Lawrence to do the movie. I think he would be a very good choice for director. Not my personal opinion. I think it could be something a lot of people would actually be excited to see. I think it would be. Anyway, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a good evening. I hope you like the show. Remember, if you want to, say anything in the comment section below, all that good stuff, it is down there. Hopefully, you sit there and say, man, this was a real show. Remember, if you want to, subscribe, hit the little bell thing, and remind everyone else. Also, the live streams, I'm going to try to get back to Friday night since I'm so gosh darn lazy. It will be happening. Friday night live streams will return, ladies and gentlemen. We'll return to on Friday. No more schoolwork. I got all the stuff done. It's Friday night. It will be a live stream. We'll be doing Kingdom Hearts. We got past the prologue, ladies and gentlemen. Now we get to the game. Woo! It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. So, can't wait to start. I'll see y'all there. Anyway, this is Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.